What's up everybody, it's Ezekiel with Shoe Slide, and today we're going to be talking about how to tie your leather dress shoes. It's most likely that you learned how to tie your shoes at a very young age. It's part of growing up and part of becoming independent and self-sufficient. However, as you grew older and as you matured, it's very unlikely that you change the way that you tie your shoes. Here we have two different methods for tying our dress shoes, and as you can see here, one of them looks very asymmetrical, kind of floppy, kind of wonky, and the other shoe here looks very sleek, very clean, and symmetrical. Now here we have what we consider a loop, swoop, and pull type of knot. This is the thing that most of us learn at a very young age. As we can see here, the loop, swoop, and pull method on this shoe again is very asymmetrical, and what it does is it gives this shoe an overall look of not being too sleek, not being too well put together. And that is just a shame, because this shoe, we've obviously polished it, we've taken great care of it, it's developed a nice patina, and we've done a bar lacing on this shoe. However, this minor detail, the way that we tied this shoe, really takes away from the overall sleekness and the overall sophisticated look of the shoe. On the other hand, if we look at this shoe here, we have again done the same thing to the shoe. We've polished it nicely, and this shoe is about 12 years old, so it has developed a nice patina. Again, we've done the bar lacing, and to top it off, we've tied a nice Parisian knot here. This Parisian knot looks very symmetrical, and it just serves as that one last final touch. It shows that you are someone who cares about your appearance and cares about your shoes. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about two of my favorite knots. So as I just showed you here, this is a Parisian knot, and it's a knot that I really like and I use often. However, I do have another knot that I use frequently, and that is a Berluti knot. Both knots are very symmetrical, and they give a nice clean look to a leather dress shoe. However, before we get started and before we do a hands-on tutorial on how to tie those two knots, I do want to make sure that you all have a Shoe Slide wallet shoehorn. Here at Shoe Slide, we love and appreciate all well-made leather shoes. However, the easiest and quickest way to ruin a pair of nice shoes is to jam your foot into the shoe and possibly damage the heel counter and break down the leather backing of the shoe. Now that is very unfortunate if it does happen, because that is the one part of a shoe that a cobbler cannot repair. So if you do damage the heel counter of your shoe, you might as well just get rid of those shoes, because there's no hope for them. However, here at Shoe Slide, we've developed a wallet shoehorn that you can carry with you in your wallet, in your bag, or in your pocket, so that you always have a shoehorn with you in case you have to remove your shoes for whatever reason. Let's say that you go to someone's home and you want to remove your shoes so that you don't step on their carpet. You can simply pull your shoehorn out when it's time to go, place it here along the back of the shoe, and easily slide your foot into the shoe without causing any damage to the shoe. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you how to tie these two knots. Alright everyone, so let's go ahead and start with the Parisian knot. What we're going to do here is we're going to just undo this old swoop, loop, and pull knot, and just go ahead and start like you would normally by grabbing both ends of the laces, looping it around, and I actually like to loop it around twice just to make sure that the laces are going to be nice and secure and they don't come undone as you're walking and going about your business throughout the day. So now what you want to do is go ahead and take one side, one lace, and make a loop, and then you're going to take the other lace and you're going to wrap it around your finger once, twice, and what you're going to do is you're going to take that same lace and you're going to push it through the section that you've wrapped twice. Now you just got to go ahead and pull tight here, and you got to do some adjustments. You're going to pull the loops in and pull them a little bit tighter, and you're going to end up with a nice symmetrical Parisian knot, just like that. Alright, so now you can see on this shoe we have this nice symmetrical, nice neat Parisian knot. And we're just going to go ahead and undo this one because I'm going to show you my other favorite knot that I like to use on my dress shoes. This second knot that we're going to tie is called a Berluti knot. And we're going to go ahead and start in the same way. We're going to twist the laces around twice just to give it that extra security there so that they don't come undone. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take both laces and we're going to form two loops here. So we have two loops, one in my left hand, one in my right hand, and we're going to cross the loops over. And this is the tricky part. So as you can see here, on my left hand, I have a loop and I have the end of the laces. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take all of this lace right here, the loop and the lace end, and I'm just going to go ahead and push it through this opening that I've created when I cross the two loops over. So I've pulled the left side through, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take what's on my right hand side and I'm going to go under and I'm going to push it through this loop that I created when I crossed the two loops over. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and pull the laces tight here, and as you can see we have this really neat looking, really sleek, very symmetrical knot that is called the Berluti knot. And I really like this one. This is probably my favorite. I like it a little bit more than the Parisian knot just because it has a little bit of an extra level of detail here with the two loops coming around the laces. Still very symmetrical, still very neat. Alright guys, there you go. Two different knots to top off your well cared for, well maintained pair of leather dress shoes. The Parisian knot and the Berluti knot. Thank you for watching.